This is lesson number 30 in the Paint with Lens series of short lessons. Today we'll paint snow-capped peaks.
Today I'd like to show you how to use a pale background and a red foreground. So we'll use a blue background and we'll move forward to the warmer colours in the foreground. I have over here my white and blues. That's phthalo blue and that's Prussian blue. Now I'll mix a little bit of phthalo blue, just a little bit, for the colour on the mountains. When we do the mountains, that's a little bit dark. I'll come lighter again. There. I'm going to come lighter again because when we put this colour on, we want all the same colour. We don't want any streaks in it, so I'll mix it pretty well. Then I'll take a big bit of white, move across, and unload it onto our canvas. So we'll have white in the top part of the sky. That picture comes up out there, something like that. And put it on with a knife. I find putting it on with a knife's quite good. I'm painting in acrylics, you might be painting in oils. Yeah. Okay, so that's our background undercoat. Clean the knife and put a bit of blue up there and a bit of blue up there. And then crisscross, crisscross, we'll work it into the white. Across to the middle of the painting. Bring it down a little bit. Crisscross, crisscross. Oh, there's a hair there. He's gone. There. And across this side. Crisscross, crisscross. Across. Well, that's our sky. You can level yours all out if you wish. I'll put a little bit of white in there. And I'll clean my brush down here. We'll give us a little bit of blue in the bottom of the sky. Not much, just a little bit. And this is where monocolour in the background, just one colour. So there we are. And with a big round hog bristle brush, I'll dirty it in the blue and then clean it a bit and pick up a bit of white. Then we can have some clouds, some little clouds here, round and round with that cloud brush stroke. I won't go to too much trouble with them today. Just a little bit of cloud there. And a bit of bottom on the cloud. And without cleaning my brush, I'll pick up some more and have some more clouds like this. There. Just a few little clouds. And another one here. Because we need it white there behind the mountain. That's our sky finished. I'll clean my brush up here. And this little brush is rather clean, so let's make the clouds move a little bit. There we have a little bit of movement there. With my painting knife, I go across and pick up a little bit of the Prussian blue, just a little tiny bit. I'll clean my knife in the Prussian blue and a little bit of white. Just lighten it a bit. And bring it across to the middle of the picture and we sculpture on our mountains. Take them up at about that angle and have a big one and a few other mountains. A few mountains like that. That'll do. That's a good start for the mountains. And I've reloaded the knife. Let's have another one in the background there. Have a few mountains. No good just having one. There. But keep the angle the same on them. Now I've picked up some white on my knife and that'll give us the snow down one side of the mountains. There, like that. Just put it on one side. There. And down this side of this one. And we'll bring it out at an angle here. That's it. Now don't fiddle around with them. And this one here, and in the background, one's there, one there, and one there. Suppose we better have a few different shapes. Then I'll pick up that blue we mixed on the knife, bring it across, and that'll give us the light on the other side of the mountain. There. That. And like that. And like that. That's okay, we won't go to too much trouble. Now some white on my flat brush. Let's crisscross across the bottom of the mountains. Blend them a little bit, like that. We'll have a little bit of mist coming up into the mountains there. Now that's pure white. Put the pure white on just in a mist form like that. See, it's easy. And a little bit more over here. And clean your brush. Here. Then we have a row of trees. All trees along here. Not very big, just little trees. Oh, I could use the round brush for this. Here and there. And bring them across and up. like that. Bring them up at the edge of your picture so they come right up there. Then with a little bit of that light blue and a bit of white on there, let's dab them on. These are Australian trees, so we'll dab them in the dab brush stroke. There. This can be the Australian Alps. Ha ha ha. And across the background. And I'll clean my brush here. Horizontal brush stroke for our water. Now I've loaded my brush with dark and light. And we can dab our trees all up to the edge of the picture like that. And a bit more light on the edge of them. And again, clean my brush with a horizontal brush stroke. Now the water is like that. This is all our water. Come right down to here. And we need some reflections. Now when you do reflections, clean your brush. I should be using a nice flat clean brush here, but this is okay. And let's have a few reflections here. Might not see them. Pull some of your colour down into the water. That's the way. Just like that. And let's have a white streak across it. Give it a bit of glow. Like that. Then with my painting knife again, I'll pick up some blue and some white, just to give me a couple of different colours on the painting knife. And a horizontal line. Let's do the very background first. Move my whole body. That'll get it straight. And I've loaded the knife again. We'll have a bigger one here. And some more here. And a bigger one there. Clean the knife. And with white paint on your knife again, touch on to give you those perfectly horizontal strokes. They must be horizontal, parallel to the bottom of the board. And it's a good idea under the bank, if you have a dark line under the bank, that stands out a little bit more. And then with your little round brush, loaded with the light and dark, let's have a few branches on these trees. Not many, just a few. There. And across the other side. A few branches here too. That mountain's a little bit dark there. I'll just turn it down a little bit. And I'm running a strong white line up that one. And I'll run a few white lines. Well, I've got my little brush in my hand. Just a few white lines on the mountain. Just on the sunny side. Pure white on top of your mountains. There. There, that helps. Now I do want to bring my blue down further. Let's bring it right down here. Now over on my palette I've mixed all the blues together with a bit of crimson. That's it, that's warm red, crimson, viridian green, warm yellow, put a bit of viridian green with the warm yellow. Actually that's phthalo green. And here I'll have burnt umber. So we'll pick up some burnt umber and take it across the bottom of the paint. We're going to have some we'll have some rocks here. So that's just burnt umber and a rock there. And it's burnt umber here. Now we better go back a bit because we do want our water looking flat. We don't want it standing up. There, have it looking flat there. There, and a rock here. And a big rock area here. And the water can come over here and run off that way. So plenty of rocks down here. Something like that. Clean your knife. Then pick up your reds. Run them through your whites. And make a mottly colour like that. Very red. Take it over and just sculpture a bit on the top of each rock. Not much, just along the top of the rock. Don't go over it. Don't go back and fiddle around with it. My knife's dirty, clean the knife. Pick up another lot, a bit more white in this lot. There, there, there. So that's our rocks. Now my trusty fan brush, a bit of blue, a bit of white. That's a little bit too much blue. Clean it. Get the brush dirty. And then pick up plenty of white. Now we've got to find our line here. It's going to be about there. And it has to be there. It has to go back a little bit. Now that's going to be the water rushing over the rocks. Up and down, like that. And let it come down to there. That's all. Up and down, up and down. Let this one come in like this and down like that. There. Now make sure everything's horizontal. And there'd be a little bit of water there, I'd say too. So I'll pick up a bit right on the edge there and put it there and bring it down across there, and maybe like that and like that. Get a bit of streaky water happening. And clean my brush here. Then we do need reflections in the water, there, like that. A reflection here, reflection there, reflection there. A few reflections in the water, and again, take it across. There, try and get those horizontal. But if they're not, we'll get away with it. We'll have a few scruffy pieces like this, and the water running off here. And the water's running off there like that. We're going to have bushes there in a moment. Then with your painting knife, a little bit of light blue right on the edge of your painting knife, and we can get this looking flat. There, like that. And a few flat lines here. Clean the knife again, pick up pure white again. Let's have a white line there, and one here, and you can do this too. Make it look like water moving. Let's do that again. Just rub it on, over, and then come back. There. Now while we're up close, run a little white line along the top of some of these rocks, just to give them a little bit of detail. And this one could have a white line there. I twist the brush, twiddle the brush. Now with a big brush, let's pick up these darkest colours. And we finish off our painting. Okay, bushes here, up here. There they are, little bushes everywhere. Up here, let's have it go right up there and come in. That's better. There. You must have the dark, you can't have it just light and no dark. And we have some reflections in the water. The brush is too dirty at the moment, but we need to clean the brush and do it properly later. And I'm not keen on that rock. So we can have the... And we better go a little bit lighter here. A bit of green on top, give it a bit more shape. And over here we can do the same. Let's be able to see through this lot. We can see through there, there. And we can put one up there. You can see there. And down here, finish off like that. And let's have some red flowers to detail our rocks. Or maybe yellow looks better. There. My brush is a bit messy, but that's okay. And with a fan brush, we can have a bit of grass coming in, into the picture there. And turn this into reflections. Clean my brush. Get some reflections there. Let's take that streak right across. And a nice dark bit underneath the water there. And a couple of reflections there. A couple of ripple. One just there. Now you can put your tree trunks in with your knife if you wish. Put a few in like that. And then a few here. And I'll have plenty of dark and plenty of light on the brush. And let's have a tree here somewhere. Okay, let's have a gum tree coming in here. There he is. And right in from out of the picture somewhere. There. That's a nice big gum tree hanging in there. I'll load up again. There. I didn't expect that. And with our reddy colours here, we'll have some branches on our gum tree. There. We better have a prominent one here. There and one there. Okay, what's missing? A couple of birds. Just an M. That's a funny bird. Let's fix him up. Two birds together there. Now all I need is a couple of white streaks in the water here. Well, that's something different.